Welcome to day 3. You're doing amazing. Well done, you. So bring yourself onto the floor and we're going to do a practice on the floor today. It's allowing your body to be really gentle, so you're not doing too much. You might be feeling tired, you might have energy today. We're all so different and individual in our journey with this fasting. So as you're lying on the floor, I encourage you to put a cushion or a bolster or something underneath your knees just to rest your lower back. Shoulders away from your ears, maybe you want a block under the back of your head. Bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly and just really connect with your body, thanking it for all that it's doing, helping you with this deep inner cleanse. All those organs, your liver, your kidneys, your gallbladder, your gut, everything's doing its job. It knows exactly what it's doing. Our bodies are so intelligent. So we're going to start with some self-touch and massage again. Just taking one leg up and just giving it a nice tap. Rubbing your belly and then going to the other leg, tapping up and down. That's it, and coming to your kidneys and giving them a nice massage. They're working really, really hard. And then tapping your arms up and down once or twice in your armpit area where your lymphatic glands are, and giving your arm a nice massage. And then going down the other arm, tapping and massaging and touching and stimulating circulation in the lymphatic system. Giving your armpit a bit of a rub there into your shoulders, your neck, your sternum, stimulating your thymus. This will help ease your vagus nerve. All the other positive things that self-touch does. Give your tummy a lovely massage, going clockwise, and then have a nice self-massage to your neck and your face, and your brow, and your scalp. So really stimulating every single part of your body. Don't forget to massage your ears and your jaw, and your face. And just enjoy that lovely tingling feeling after you've done the self-massage. And you can carry on doing that as long as you want. And just eventually bringing your hands and just doing a gentle touch, soothing gentle touch over your body and your legs. And just sort of brushing away anything negative you want to. Bring the backs of your hands onto the floor, palms facing up, and just enjoy that sensation after your self-touch. Breathing deeply, feeling your belly expand, your ribs mobilize. And then you're very gently going to take yourself onto your side. And removing the bolster or blocks that you're using. So we're going to take a towel here, and a small towel is really helpful. And then just following me, you're going to roll the towel up into a tight roll. So you don't want it too thick, probably the diameter of about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. If it's too wide when you're lying on your back on it, just unroll a little bit of it. And we're going to massage our spine using this towel. So going back onto your back, placing the towel in your mid-back, feet on the floor, knees up to the ceiling. And then you're just going to give yourself a hug, taking one arm over the other. And I want you to just rock side to side, and then you can use your feet and your body to mobilize up and down the towel. So you're massaging in between your vertebrae. This feels great. If you've not done it before, it's a really nice one to do. You might feel a few little pops and clicks in your back as you do this. as you're mobilizing all those little facet joints in your spine. So do this a few times, going up and down with your back. You're really targeting your mid-back where your ribs are, your thoracic vertebra we call it. You're not going to get much out of your lower back doing this. Just going up and down, side to side, breathing deeply. It should feel really nice. And massaging between all those vertebrae and all the nerves that come out of your spine there. They supply your digestive system, your liver, and all those organs that you're really relying on working super hard at the moment. And keep rocking from side to side. And then eventually we're going to release the hold of our arms. Go onto your side slowly, just taking the towel away, and then just go back onto your back, and just that should feel really nice. So now you've taken that support away, your spine should feel nice and flat and open onto the floor. So we're going to take a block. You might want to use a yoga block here. And you're going to place it underneath your pelvis. And then you're going to take your legs up to the sky. But you might actually feel, I think I'm going to use a cushion here. I'm going to fold the cushion up once. And that's a little bit higher for my pelvis. So you want to support there as you take your legs up to the sky. When you've got your legs up to the sky, you can roll your ankles and your feet. And then you just start to shake your legs. That's it. And then you get your arms involved. And you start to shake your arms and your legs. It's mobilizing everything. It's a kind of a lazy way to move really, because you're lying on your back. You're not having to support your body too much. But this is great to help circulation. Just create some movement of your body, especially if you're feeling tired on your day 3. You might just want to do some flicking movements with your feet, especially if there's some mental things that you want to release and let go of. Giving your body a shake, just energizing, mobilizing. And then bring your feet to the floor. Remove the support that you've got underneath your pelvis. Bring your pelvis back onto the floor. And lengthen your legs. Take a few breaths here before we go into the next movement. Just seeing how your body now feels after doing that little energetic movement. Next, we're going to do a lovely lateral stretch to the body. So you're going to bring your arms up and over. Make sure you've got room around you. And then you're going to take your feet over to the right, far as feels comfortable, and then you take your upper body over towards the right, so you're shaped a bit like a banana. And then you're going to really focus on keeping your left shoulder down into the floor and the left hip down into the floor. As you breathe deeply, really stretching and mobilizing especially into the left side of your rib basket. You might want a bit of an extra stretch by holding onto your left wrist with your right hand and hooking your left foot over your right ankle, but keeping the left shoulder and the left pelvis into the floor as you're doing this. Breathing deeply, releasing that bind, taking your legs back to neutral, taking your hands back to neutral, and then you're preparing yourself to go the other way. So you're going to take your legs over to the left and your arms over to your left. Another banana shape to the left this time. Keeping your right shoulder into the floor and your right side of your pelvis into the floor as you breathe deeply, stretching and mobilizing into the whole of that right side of your body, that lateral side of your body. You're just hooking your right foot over your left ankle and holding on to your your right wrist with your left hand if that feels good for you and gives you a bit of an extra stretch, but keep pushing that right shoulder and right hip into the floor. And then take yourself back to neutral. Bending your knees, popping your feet onto the floor. Hugging your knees over your chest and a little rock from side to side. And then again, place your feet onto the floor. Arms out to the side a bit. Make sure your hands are no higher than your shoulders. Palms facing up and allow your knees to float over to the right. So we're just doing a bit of a rotation here, letting your eye gaze go over to the left and just staying there with your breath. Nice deep breaths in and out. Really breathing into that left side of your rib basket. And then you might want to stack your knees on top of each other if you want to get a bit more of a rotation here. If that's too much, just pop that left foot back onto the floor. You might need a support here for your left knee as you're resting in this rotational position here. This is great for massaging your torso and all those organs in your abdomen. Liver, gallbladder, digestive system. Kidneys are getting a nice massage too as you breathe deeply into your diaphragm. If you want a bit more of a rotation, you can just cross your left leg like you're crossing your legs over your right and just create a bit more of a rotation there. Don't worry if that's too strong for you, and if your left shoulder's coming way off the floor, don't worry about doing that. Uncross your legs if they are crossed. Keep your feet on the floor as you venture back onto your back, bringing your head back to neutral. Feet hip width apart. Balance and align yourself before you take your knees over towards the left. Letting your legs rest in that position, allowing your right shoulder to be heavy and relaxed. Staying there if that feels good for you. You can take this a little bit further, but as you do so, if your right shoulder pings off the floor too much, just take it back a step. There's no hurry with this, just as long as you're getting a nice rotation and challenging the torso of your body. And again, you can stack your right knee on top of your left. Do a comfortable rotational movement here. Keep relaxing your right shoulder, breathing deeply. And if anything feels uncomfortable, go back a stage. You can take your eye gaze over to the right, so you're creating a contralateral twist in your body. If you're more flexible and you're able, you might want to just wrap that right leg over the left. Breathing deeply into your diaphragm. And then just undoing your legs and taking yourself gently back into the midline, feet into the floor. Hugging your knees over your chest, just a little rock there, massaging to the back of your body. And then bringing your feet into the floor. And we're going to go into what we call in yoga, Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring some supports for your thighs here. And then pressing your feet together, knees apart. Bring your arms up and over, holding onto your elbows. Releasing your shoulders, try and relax your spine into the floor as you're opening the whole front line of your body here. This is great for your lymphatic system. Really lovely stretching and encouraging the innervation of your vagus nerve. Breathing deeply into your diaphragm, energizing, stimulating all those organs in your stomach area, in your torso. As your diaphragm mobilizes, it massages those organs, and it would just help support this detoxification that's happening on day 3 in your body. Your body's really in autophagy, I call it autophagizing, and doing its magic. Your body knows exactly what to do, what to clean up and rejuvenate. and regenerate.
Your microbiome in your gut is having a lovely reset,
Giving a lovely healthy environment for those good bacteria to grow.
which is vital for our health and well-being.
Removing the cushions, and we'll just take ourselves out of that pose. Having your feet on the floor, the backs of your arms on the floor, palms facing up, your arms about 30 degrees away from your body, and just resting there. Nice deep breaths in and out, always connecting with your body and your breath wherever you can through this process. And I want you to mobilize your jaw like we did on day one, circling 3 times one way and then 3 times the other way. And then your eyes, mobilizing your eyes, circling. And then we're going to do a different movement with your body, with your eyes. So you're turning your head to the right, and then you're going to take your eye gaze to the left. And then as you take your head to the left, you're going to take your eye gaze to the right. This is great at balancing and exercising your vestibular organ, your organ of balance that's in your brain. Taking your head gaze to the right and then your eye gaze to the left. So your eyes and your head are moving in different directions, which we don't usually do. So it can get a little bit confusing for your brain, but it's a really good exercise to do. And keep going with that. Your head going to one direction, your eyes going to the other direction. And just observe which side is easier, one way or the other. The more you practice with this, I promise you, it gets a lot easier. And then just finishing that. And we're going to finish off with something called Brahmi breath. So you're going to pop your thumbs onto your ears and you're going to make a buzzing noise with your breath. So you're going to do 3 or 4 of these breaths, sounding like a bee, Brahmi breath. And then you're just going to allow yourself just to be in silence and rest. It's really nice hearing nothing after making that buzzy bee noise. So I'm going to make this with you. So we're going to do it for 3 breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. So resting there, having enjoyed the silence after making the noise with the Brahmi breath. Feet into the floor, knees bent, semi-supine. If you feel more comfortable, lengthen your legs, possibly having a cushion underneath your knees and a support underneath your head. Just resting there with your body, following your breath, bringing yourself back maybe to your intention. You might be breaking your fast today, you might be continuing it for another couple of days. Whatever, just be really pleased and proud of yourself that you've taken yourself through this amazing cleansing journey. It's a challenging thing to do, so well done. staying here for as long as you can. Bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly and just rest.
Staying there for as long as you possibly can. And when you need to get up, making sure you mindfully roll onto your side and very gently take yourself up.